What's up, guys? Good morning. Happy Wednesday, October 15th. Gotta get our scripted part out of the way. Still looking for a French press. They did not have one at the thrift store that I bought my last one at. Maybe I have to break down and buy a new one. So, I think we're live. I haven't checked. Yeah, we're live. Thinking we're gonna do something a little different today. Was thinking we were gonna do like a look what we're looking forward to this week. Something like this is the OG former squad. I gotta start. Well, one, I'm on early, so nobody is here yet, which is fine. It's on me. One, we're gonna start putting some tags in to our live stream here. Because I don't have any tags on the live stream. So we'll say former squad live, sports live stream. We'll say video editing. Say how to go viral. We'll say dopamine, nostalgia, hype, conspiracy. And hopefully we'll just reuse these, but I was looking at some of our videos and I hadn't put any tags in there. So we'll at least have these tags in there now. Sports, NFL, MLB, NBA. Let's see, Fun Friday. Throwback Thursday. So the idea that we're going to do today here, once I get started adding some of this stuff, my original former good morning, Elena. Thanks for joining right up. The original plan for former squad, why I named it that in a former iteration. That word's making a comeback. Can you hear me, Elena? Hopefully. Okay, good. Well, yesterday was 22 years to the day of the Steve Bartman incident. So, got some random views on our Steve Bartman video. Makes me think we're going to definitely release that Clemens video that we remade, did another version of it. We'll release that probably next week. Right, maybe the day before the 25th anniversary. So anyway, that's why this is the tags for our live stream here. We're just going to add a couple of those. Just because I realized there's some of my videos in the earlier days I didn't put any tags on there. And we're starting to get some views from the search functions of YouTube, some more than others. But today, good morning, Clark's Flower Shop. Today I was thinking we're going to do something that was, I was thinking about when I started thinking about the former squad, which was former squad matchups, players going up against their former teams, and the added drama / motivation / storylines that come from players playing against their former squad. So we're probably going to do that every Wednesday. I'm thinking that can give us something to do on Wednesday. Plus it gives us a different lane that's within our same lane, if that makes sense. It'll be stuff we're looking for, former squad matchups, another way to get our brand out there. Also, we got to get our brand logo in the same place in every video. At least I realized that early enough. We're 3 videos in with the logo, and they're all in different places, different sizes. Either there for the full time or not, but in the future, we're going to try to make it so the logo's in the same place the whole time. Just something to think about. And then, so we'll do that on Wednesdays, I'm thinking, especially during the football season. We've got another 10, 11 weeks to go in football. Regular season. So I've got 4 matchups right now that I want to, and we'll do like a list type article, a list type video. Because we've only done the one list video and it was not tested, but that was probably my fault. Almost certainly my fault. Which is fine. But, so we're going to do football matchups for the upcoming week. Because this is something that we can do uniquely. Other people are going to talk about this stuff, but we can feature the former squad matchups type stuff. And it doesn't have to be exclusively former squad. Like one of the matchups we're going to highlight is not former squad versus defined, but we'll see. So I got 4. I tried to go to AI to get a 5th. It was giving me just nothing. Same with Google. So if we can think of a 5th maybe, or we do 4 former. I was just thinking that it rhymes, but we dropped the pod, former squad pod. So 4 former squad pod. Maybe we don't need the same sounds repeated. Anyway. We're going to do the matchups I'm thinking about are 1 on Thursday night. This is the one that's not technically former squad. It's the Bengals just traded for Joe Flacco, who's a veteran quarterback, going up against Aaron Rodgers. And I saw who's on the Steelers now. And I saw that ESPN had an article about it where they called it the Icy Hot Bowl, which I thought was funny. So we'll put that's one of the matchups because it's not technically former squad, but it fits the vibe of, and we could try to see, we'll find footage. This might be a longer video, but we'll see what we do. And then there is the coach of the Patriots was fired a couple years ago by the Titans, which was a very bad decision by the Titans. It's because they've been really bad, and they were actually had some success with that coach. And now he's on the Patriots, and they're going to play Tennessee, and everybody thinks that the Patriots are going to win by 1 billion, which would make sense. And we got a similar coach, Jim Harbaugh, going up against his former squad, one of his former squads, the Colts, who he played for when he was an NFL quarterback. And then number one for us, we got Carson Wentz returning to Philadelphia. I think it's returning to Philadelphia. I'm not sure where the game is, actually. We'll check that. But Carson Wentz is going to be starting against the Eagles this weekend. The Eagles are on a 2-game losing streak, and if they lose to Carson Wentz, that would be big time. Let's just say that would be big time. So that's probably going to be number one. I'm thinking for us, but we gotta think of a fifth, maybe. I don't know. So those are the former squad matchups we're gonna highlight. And how we go about this, we'll figure it out. But if it works out, it'll work out. But we could do something similar to this on Wednesdays. D-Wall is in Greece, and he's sending me all these pictures of all the stray cats on the street. I'm loving it. So this is going to be a challenge today, guys. Something different, but that's what I was thinking. That's why maybe, I'm thinking that's why our Michael Irvin video didn't get a ton of views, because same thing with their Darryl Green. It's just maybe they're a little too similar. Maybe they're all a little too similar. Not like it's bad. Not like they're bad. They're just maybe a little too similar. They're all good. Maybe I should stack them all together in their own video. Like a longer piece. I don't know. Somebody must have fallen asleep watching the Darryl Green video. It's like it got a crazy long average watch time. Maybe not. Maybe people just love it. Alright, guys, so how are we going to go about this? Did we like that, the list short that I did before, that we did before? Did we like that one? It was one of the ones that was nerfed, never tested. Like nerfed from the jump. Do I still have it? Yeah, so I think I did a couple things wrong on this one, but I'm gonna still duplicate it because we still need to work on our own template. Okay, so we're not going to quite do this. It's not going to be quite the same. I'm thinking one we got to put the action on the top of the screen. This will be a second iteration of a list. We could trigger people, put 5, and only list 4. Thoughts, guys? Is that wrong? I got that as a suggestion. Don't know to take it seriously or not. I'm thinking not. We're not going to do that. That's a gimmick. But we will say this is did a lot of work on this short for them not to. It's okay. It's okay. It's totally fine. Okay. The suggestion came from Marty after we released this short the first time. He said we should do lists, but don't, it's like, it's a thing. If you go on social media / like, there are list shorts, and they'll either put the names in there out of order, or they won't finish the list because it gets you to rewatch it. It's like a trick on your brain, type thing. That's what I think. But I think it's still like kind of gimmicky. And the point of we're doing this is to highlight the former squad matchups that we're looking forward to. / possible former squad matchups. Like, we're all about the dopamine pathways, but stick to I don't know. Stick to a moral way of accessing the dopamine pathways. I don't know. What's the type? What it's called? It is. It's deceitful. There's also, we could try, I'll show you guys, there's these, I've been seeing this one style of short in my own feed, which is, I don't believe it's deceitful, but I think it is like a dopamine type trick to get your attention. It's like there's one line of totally black screen with like hype type music playing, and there's like one line of text on the top of a black screen, and then like while the music drops, the rest of the screen, it's only a couple seconds like that, and then the rest of the screen illuminates with like the message or something. It'll be something like name something money can't buy, and then and they're just these accounts just churning out short after short like that, if I described it correctly. But we could try our own version of it. Sometimes I think the algos give me suggestions, if that makes sense. But this was my idea. I'm thinking, we gotta put the action on the top of the screen. Thinking we gotta put the action on the top of the screen. You know what I'm saying? text on the bottom. Can we put this in the middle of the screen? Also, we gotta change this text. And this is not what we're doing. It's not gonna be top 3 Yankees, Red Sox, benches clearing brawls. Although we could release that short, re-release it at some point. But I'm already thinking it's looking better. What do you guys think? I know it's early for us to be judging any of this. I noticed you could like... It's okay. It's okay. It's alright. You think it looks better, Elena? I think it already looks a little better. And the caption wouldn't be there. But I don't know if there are going to be captions in this one. I don't think there are. Alright. Well, thanks for joining today, guys. So what should we call it? Should we say top... Should we say what? Jeez. Alright, we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there, don't worry. Don't need the tombstone. No, I don't even really need to be doing all this stuff, but... Just so we have an idea what we're looking at. I think the red, white, and blue, and we're gonna keep with the emojis though. The text was not good on this one. Maybe break from Babus New. Is it time? Is it broken? We gotta be using, if I'm paying for Pro, we gotta use one of these Pro ones. Modern looks pretty good. What do you think about modern? Let me get rid of the red, white, and blue. We're kind of like backwards making this off of a short that is our lowest short of all time. But it's hard to say. I might as well test it again. Modern looks great, doesn't it? I think it looks great. We'll go with modern. It's got the all caps, very clear to read and understand. And I like the fact that we're trying to we're not remaking this short, but we're remaking the format of our lowest performing short of all time, which is fine. It's not. I think it had nothing to do with. Plus, I think it maybe had more to do with.
Daddy.
I've just been reusing the same sounds too much, like, and that's all it is. It's all good. Not too much, but it's not even too much. It's fine. But this will be different the way we're doing it today. Plus, we'll do a song over it, or we could write a script if we want. But that is really involved. But we gotta start writing too. But yeah, I mean, we could do that. Yeah, we gotta slap our logo on here. But we gotta standardize. I gotta make my own sticker. Somehow. I gotta make it standard. Upload media in brand kit. How do I do that? We're definitely doing all one color, Elena. 100p. I was just gonna try. I got a little sidetracked there looking for thinking I was gonna put a sticker in there. All one color, definitely 100p. Let's do that now before we forget. What? Yellow? Do we make this our color? I think we make this our color. It is on the. It is somewhat trending right now. Like, I've seen people use other videos with this color. But I think it's a great color. Really attention grabbing and also throwbacky. Vintage, we'll say. Instead of throwbacky. We don't need the caption here. I might as well just like save this one as a remake of our other one. You know what I'm saying? And then do another copy of it. Well, I gotta delete this. The countdown trailer. But yeah, we're gonna just save this. It already looks better. Don't you think, guys? Already looks better than our last one. So yeah, we're just, I mean, all right. Well, I'm gonna leave this one there, and then we're gonna copy the copy. It's a copy of a copy. That way, even more layers in between it, which is better. Gotta start copying more of our videos, guys, and making them again. If you get what I'm saying. We'll say former squad matchups. We'll say week. What week is it in the NFL? 7? Yeah, we'll say week 7. Because that's temporal. Is that the word? Temporal? Is that the word? I think it is. Thinking we're gonna. It looks great already, doesn't it? Don't you think, Elena? What are you thinking about this right now? Week 7 is NFL. We'll say NFL week 7. Great call, because that doesn't. Great call. If because it's the NFL week 7. It's their 7. They do stuff by weeks. You know what I'm saying? They don't have games Tuesday and Wednesday. They have games like they have one Thursday night game, which is viewed as the start of the week. And then they have games on Sunday, and then they have games on Monday. Now they have 2 games on Monday. It used to be just 1. They have 2 this year. Excuse me. Excuse me. So this is the 7th week. Does that make sense why it's week 7? I think it does. I think it makes sense why it's week 7. Okay. Sorry. Didn't mean to do that. Okay. So now we got to add. We're going to do 4. Also, this is like. I need to like figure out how to maybe put grids on this or something. I don't know. Have it all lined up properly. Looks pretty close to a straight line. Is it all equidistant? I don't know. Also, we gotta maybe move this up on the screen a little bit. It's gonna be a little tricky. All right, guys, we're doing well today so far. We've got we've got a new concept we're working with here. So instead of, what did I say? Number one. We'll put the fourth, we'll put the icy hot bowl, because that's not technically a... Maybe we just do 3. Maybe I drop the Jim Harbaugh. I don't know. Nah, we'll see. 4, guys? Thoughts? 4? 5? More? What do we think? What are we thinking? More? Elena's saying 3. Alright, we'll do 3. Yeah, I don't want to do 4 anyway. We'll do 3. Well, we gotta say what? It's gotta be tough. I think it's 3 because nobody. I don't want to lose people on like, oh, Jim Harbaugh played for the Colts. I did. We'll go over that now, guys. Jim Harbaugh played for the Colts. He's the coach of the Chargers right now. He did play for the Colts. He had a great season for them randomly one year, I saw. But it's not as much of a storyline as you got. The other 3 are much bigger storylines. We got 3 is the icy hot bowl. We'll say Rodgers versus Flacco. Icy hot. Do we say icy hot bowl? Gotta say icy hot bowl. It's just such a perfect, like, credit to ESPN and whoever wrote that article. I thought it was hilarious. Where is it? Cameron Hayward. We'll see. It's been called the icy hot bowl. I like it. And I don't know if we'll end up using this color, guys, but it's a little different how we're doing it today. We're like reverse engineering it. Well, we can fix all this stuff later. 2, we're going to say Vrabel versus the Titans. Because that's the coach who was fired. And a lot of people, a lot of football fans think he shouldn't have been fired from the Tennessee Titans because they had success while he was there. They had playoff success even. But then they had a bad season or two, and then they fired him, and they're a joke. They're one of the worst teams, if not the worst. They might be the worst. So we'll do Vrabel versus the Titans, and number 1 is Carson versus Philly. All right. So we're getting there, guys. Okay. How do you think we should show the Icy Hot Bowl? Should we show them as they are now or as they were in the past? So this thing, I was looking briefly last night to see if they played against each other. Well, because Joe Flacco was the quarterback for the Ravens, so he had a lot of games against the Steelers in the past. I was thinking about showing those. Maybe we voice narrate this one. Give it a shot. I feel like it's almost easier that way. Alright, we'll just try it out. Let's write a script. I'm going to start writing the script in the chat. We'll say week. Well, we got to lead in with... Alright, we'll say we got the Icy Hot Bowl with... Should we steal Darrell Green's nickname with the Ageless Wonder? Joe Flacco up against his familiar rivals, the Pittsburgh Steelers. We got the Icy Hot Bowl with the Ageless Wonder, Joe Flacco, up against his familiar rivals, the Pittsburgh Steelers, led by fellow 40-something. I don't know if Joe Flacco's 40-something. He might not be. He's 40. Hell yeah. Excuse me. Aaron Rodgers. All right, something like that for the first one. Then we'll say we'll say instead of we'll say on Thursday. The Icy Hot Bowl kicks off with the age kicks. So just book that edit. Then, where's all right. Then Patriots, Mike Vrabel. Well, all right, got a lot going. Let's try to just stay focused here. A lot going on. Then Mike. What's the line in this Patriots Titans game? Patriots are getting bet pretty heavy. Titans are just. Excuse me. Then Mike Vrabel leads the Patriots into Tennessee, where he coached from. Mike Vrabel, Tennessee Titans tenure. 2018 to 2023. They had a winning record, won 2 division titles, and made the AFC Championship game. But they had back-to-back losing seasons in 22 and 23, and then fired him, and then they fell off a cliff after that. They thought they were bad when they fired him. They've been just atrocious since. And Mike Vrabel leads the Patriots into Tennessee, where he coached for 6 seasons. The Titans have fallen off a cliff since he left. Facts. I will say the former squad matchup we are most looking forward to is Carson's. Is it in Philly? That'd be sweet. No, it's in. Shoot, it's in Minnesota. You got lucky. Is the Eagles matchup. I mean, I'm thinking that. Wow. Eagles are favored, but not by much. Not by very much. It's basically close to a pick'em game, which means it's even. Very close to even, the odds are saying. Which makes sense. We'll say. The former squad matchup we are most looking forward to is. It's a little indirect here, guys. We'll say Carson Wentz are they on a little winning streak with him as QB right now? They've won 2 out of 3. I don't want to say, we'll say what? Carson Wentz goes up against goes up against the Eagles in a matchup packed with history and what else is it packed with history and it's almost like an archetypal former squad matchup. I don't want to say that, you know. Carson Wentz goes up against the Eagles in a matchup against matchup against the team we'll just say packed with history. We gotta be, if Wentz beats the Eagles, all hell will break loose in Philadelphia. Is it true? It's one of those things that's like true but not true. It's true if you're gonna be listening to the radio. / listening to the noise, but is it true? Maybe. What do you think, guys? So we got to edit those. Got to record them. We'll see. Maybe I just start recording them and then I'll naturally edit them. That's what probably will happen. Okay. File new. I mess this up, guys. Maybe I think there's a record screen option in CapCut. Instead of messing around with GarageBand, I might try to just record the screen. And that way I can, like, I don't even know. We'll figure it out. But, like, I'm sorry, record my face, record the background, record me saying it. That way maybe I can extract the audio / do whatever needs to be done. We'll see how that works. That's record screen. Never mind. That was not the move. Lena, you got any edits before I go to ChatGPT? ChatGPT just basically spit back out what I wrote to it and didn't really change anything. Okay. All right, well, that's a good one, Elena. Well, if we do it, it's terrible. It's so trash. Literally just spit back out when I wrote it. You should have seen me. I was getting so... Well, yeah, all right. Well, that's a very good idea, Elena, because there's a video out there. There's a video out there of somebody asking Carson Wentz if he could switch places with one quarterback for one game. Who would he choose? And he said he'd switch places with Nick Foles because Carson Wentz was the quarterback on that team and then he got injured. And they were one of the best teams in the league. And there's an argument to be made that they would have won it with Carson Wentz. But we'll never know because Nick Foles won all the playoff games. And anyway, he said Carson Wentz, so we could cut to that. Is there like a... Or what, you want just a line in there? Is so we don't have to cut away? We could just say Wentz was... Wentz appeared to be cemented as Philadelphia's long-term quarterback before things went south. He's been on a journey as a backup ever since. Now he finds himself in Minnesota. Yeah, it's gonna be a little longer, but it's alright. Could you write that? I'm just kidding. I'll figure it out. I'll just say blah, 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 blah. Um, what's the line? Former squad. We got Carson Wentz goes up against the Eagles in a matchup packed with history. If Wentz beats the matchup packed with history, uh, Carson appeared. The thing is, we don't need to like. I don't know if we need that. We might need that. I need that for you, but I don't need that for my 96% male audience. I'm just saying what everybody knows. You get what I'm saying? What they might not know is that the Vikings are playing the Eagles this week. But they know that whatever I just sentence I was going to add, where I said, you get what I'm saying? Yes. I just started writing it, and it just like I'm saying, but that okay, then we can come up with something that refers to it better. But it's we don't need to. You can come up with a better line than packed with history. I agree with that, but I don't need to go into the history because it's not about the history necessarily. Yeah. Keep trying. I mean, I'm with you. Packed with History is not my best work, but it's the nature of these shorts. We're getting them out. We're getting subscribers. We got to get 11 more in the next 4 days, which is gonna happen. So you like it better than Packed with History? Let's see what ChatGPT suggested. They suggested. They said dripping with history. That's the only edit it said. Dripping with history. Would you prefer I say dripping? Just kidding. Just kidding. I agree. I see what you're trying to do, Elena. And we could even just. I know. It's gross. It said the same. That's what I'm saying. Like when you give chat, it's like what? I was asking for edits, not like changing words for the worse. So I think we shouldn't even edit. Now I'm just questioning how I like messed up my GarageBand. Now I'm not recording with my microphone somehow. Hello? Hello? I gotta figure out how to do this. There we go. Hello? Oh. Hello? 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 Okay. Sorry. I mean, it's just part of the trying to. All right. Where's the draft? I gotta like take it. I'll be 1 second. 1 second. Okay. Alright, let's figure this out, guys. I think it's better, Elena, if we just cut off. We can maybe. We'll figure it out, but I don't think I want to add another line in there. I just think it wouldn't. It makes sense. All right. Let's. I hear you though. Should we have a tagline though? I think it's pretty good, Elena. Packed with history. Does it? It's yeah. Is it a, maybe my English teacher would knock me a point or two for that, but still getting a A on that script. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. It's fine. Is it the best? What do you think? Do we get an A on that script? I think so. Especially it took us like 3 minutes to write. We could say in a matchup filled with packed with chaotic. We could add chaos, just an adjective in there. Chaotic history, or packed with history and chaos. Thoughts? Maybe we'll just say history and chaos. We'll say history and chaos. What thoughts? Is that too dramatic? Yes, the matchup is packed with chaos. You got Carson Wentz starting. He's the backup. Eagles are not doing well right now. They've lost 2 straight. And if they lose to Carson Wentz, like I said, all hell will break loose in Philly, especially on the radio. And then, is that not packed with chaos? I mean, it's more. You get what I'm saying? Packed with history and chaos? or a chaotic matchup. Whatever. I just gotta go with it. We also need like a something to like a tagline to lead in with. Like, you need like something. ChatGPT suggested former squad matchups where history always circles back. And the ghosts of former squads never die. Those are just trashed. Chaotic matchup packed with history. Alright, we'll do that. You don't like this? You want to come up with a better tagline? Something we could lead in with? Maybe like... something about a memory bank where we got the memories banked. Or something like that. I don't know. But using the bank as maybe a dual ways. You get what I'm saying? What edits did I say? We never edit. I said on Thursday we got the icy hot bowl with the ageless wonder Joe Flacco up against his familiar rivals, the Pittsburgh Steelers, led by fellow 40-something Aaron Rodgers. All right, let's try this out. Jeez. It's been an hour 15 already today, guys. Time's been flying. Still haven't done much. It's not good. It added the former squad where history always circles back. I didn't even ask it to. Didn't even ask it to. It added it to the script. I was just like, just format this script in a way that I can read it. And it's like optional send off if you want to use it. Thank you, ChatGPT. But maybe we'll try it. Do we try it, Elena? Elena's gonna be like, no. Where history always circles back. Where we got the memories on bank. In the bank. Elena says no. How about former squad where we got the memories, or do we say the memories in the bank? What about my line? Are you saying my line's the cheesiest line ever? Are you saying my line's the cheesiest line ever? Its line? its line. Do I need a send off? I guess we gotta have one, you know? All the brands do. Now we'll see how it feels. I'm gonna spit it out. We can always just cut off that part of it. Alright guys, we got this. I'm also thinking about maybe instead of changing the time, maybe just doing 2 streams a day. 1 morning, 1 night. That's what I've thought about doing. Maybe just go live a second time. Although I don't know if that's too much or not, but just thinking about structuring stuff. I think it might be better to do both. We'll see. We'll see there, guys. Time change. We will be going on later in the day, though, in the future. Does that mean no morning stream? I don't know. All right. Let's record this. On Thursday, we got the Icy Hot Bowl with the ageless wonder, Joe Flacco, up against his familiar rivals, the Pittsburgh Steelers, led by fellow 40-something Aaron Rodgers. Then Mike Vrabel leads the Patriots into Tennessee, where he coached for 6 seasons. The Titans have fallen off a cliff since he left. And finally, Carson Wentz goes up against the Eagles in a chaotic matchup packed with history. If Wentz beats the Eagles, all hell will break loose in Philadelphia. Former squad, where we got the memories in the bank. That was pretty good, guys. We'll do it one more time. But probably going to go with that take. I mean, that's pretty good. How now, brown cow? On Thursday, we got the Icy Hot Bowl with the ageless wonder, Joe Flacco, up against his familiar rivals, the Pittsburgh Steelers, led by fellow 40-something Aaron Rodgers. Then, Mike Vrabel leads the Patriots into Tennessee, where he coached for 6 seasons. The Titans have fallen off a cliff since he left. And finally, Carson Wentz goes up against the Eagles in a chaotic matchup packed with history. If Wentz beats the Eagles, all hell will break loose in Philly. Former squad, where we got the memories in the bank. Do we do one more? That's 2 flawless takes in a row. Yeah, Elena, it's not really a curse word, I've decided. I don't use it in my personal language. It's funny that you that asterisk is funny. Yeah, I mean, what should I say? All heck will break loose. It's true though. I'm saying it's one of those things. It's true. It's not true. I dropped the Lawrence Taylor short a couple days ago. You know what I'm saying? pushing boundaries a little bit, self-imposed, but it's not a curse word. And this we're not. Our content isn't for kids. If it were for kids, I wouldn't do it. Maybe. Are you okay with it? I think it's okay. We'll do one more take. Because I didn't like how I noticed. Nah, it's fine. It's fine. It's like. You think it's okay? Alright, we're going to do one more take. Just to have it. But. Honestly, no need. No need. No need. They were pretty good. Former squad week 7. And we can do it. We'll just try. We'll keep trying to work this because we can do this. We'll do this every Wednesday, at least during the football season, because that way we can highlight the former squad matchups we're looking forward to. We can perfect our listing style videos, and we can stay relevant. And we can do the throwback on Thursdays. We can do the wheel on Fridays, and we'll come up with something for Monday and Tuesday. Because I just realized I could keep going back to that NFL Top 100 whenever I want, but I shouldn't do it every day. Because if I do it every day, I just shouldn't do it every day. And that will probably help the content. So we'll figure it out, guys. Tomorrow we will be doing some type of throwback, though. Tomorrow. Possibly. We'll see.
Just dip my hat and...
Let's see how it sounds here. On Thursday, we got the Icy Hot Bowl with the... That one doesn't sound good, guys. On Thursday, we got the Icy Hot Bowl. Uh-oh. Doesn't sound great to me, guys. On Thursday, we got... Uh-oh. Well, I should lower the volume a little bit. Let's see what it sounds. Lowered volume. On Thursday, we got the Icy Hot Bowl with the Angels. Oh, jeez. We're going to have to... Whew, does not sound great. On Thursday. Oh, God. Why does it sound so bad? Sounds terrible, guys. Sounds terrible. Well, maybe if we put... Here I was thinking they were sounding good.
On Thursday, we got the Icy Hot Bowl with the ageless wonder, Joe Flacco, up against his familiar rivals.
We can put a filter on it, it'll sound alright. Plus with music. You know what I'm saying? With music, I think I'll put music low in the background.
This
We'll put music low in the background. It'll sound all right. It doesn't, Elena. It just has like a hollow room sound to it. You can tell that I'm recorded it in a hollow room. Not hollow, but like it's picking up on stuff in the room. Thank you for the support, though. Do I record it again? No, that's what I was saying. What I was going to do is put music behind it. And the music can be quiet, but it's going to make it sound better. I think it does need a filter though, Elena. Like I'll play it with no filter.
The Pittsburgh Steelers, led by fellow 40-something Aaron Rodgers. Then Mike Vrabel leads the Patriots into Tennessee, where he coached.
Do I put my own captions on screen? I feel like I got to. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we put these at the top. This is complicated, guys, compared to what we've been doing. You know what I'm saying? Not like it's too complicated or anything. I'm not saying it's too complicated. I'm just saying it's complicated. That's why it's taking a little longer. It's like not too hard to find a cold open, slap a song over it, pick some highlights, hit post. This is just a little more involved. We got to go find the footage we want too. So we're gonna be on until at least 12. 11 o'clock recap. We got a lot going on today. So
On Thursday, we got the Icy Hot Bowl.
let's see what sounds better. I haven't enhanced the voice yet. Well, let's do all these things. Normalize loudness, enhance voice, reduce noise. Is it wrong for me to do those things? I don't think so. I don't think so. If I'm trying to enhance my own voice, there's nothing wrong with that.
On Thursday, we got the Icy Hot Bowl with the ageless wonder, Joe Flacco, up against.
Is that how I say ageless?
With the ageless wonder,
Ugh, it's fine.
Joe Flacco, up against his familiar rivals, the Pittsburgh Steelers, led by fellow 40-something Aaron Rodgers. Then Mike Vrabel leads the Patriots into Tennessee, where he coached for 6 seasons. The Titans have fallen off a cliff since he left. And finally, Carson Wentz goes up against the Eagles in a chaotic matchup packed with history. If Wentz beats the Eagles, all hell will break loose in Philadelphia. Former squad, where we got the memories in the bank.
Not terrible. TBH, not terrible. And I think we can listen to the other one too, but not terrible. We'll enhance the voice, reduce the noise, all that stuff with this one too. See which one's better. But that one's not terrible. Could you guys hear that? Gosh, it's just like the French press was a lot more coffee than the 24 ounces. Gonna have to go find another French press. All right, let's see how this one sounds.
On Thursday, we got the Icy Hot Bowl with the ageless wonder, Joe Flacco, up against his familiar rivals, the Pittsburgh Steelers, led by fellow 40-something Aaron Rodgers. Then, Mike Vrabel leads the Patriots into Tennessee, where he coached for 6 seasons. The Titans have fallen off a cliff since he left. And finally, Carson Wentz goes up against the Eagles in a chaotic matchup packed with history. If Wentz beats the Eagles, all hell will break loose in Philly. Former squad, where we got the memories in the bank.
Pretty funny. Which is better, guys? Do you want me to play them both again? Elena? What are you thinking? I'm thinking second one's good too. They're both not bad.
On Thursday, we got the Icy Hot Bowl with the...
Honestly, I think the second one has more emotion though.
On Thursday, we got the Icy Hot...
We're going to go with the second one. I think the second one has more emotion. Yeah, good call. I said that before I looked at you, Elena. Well, I looked at that, but yeah, I think the second one has more emotion. So we're going to go with the second one. Do we need a third one? I think the second one's good enough. Good enough. I think it's good. They were similarly timed. They were almost identical, I think. And I didn't mess up on any of them. Like, slur my words or something. Maybe I slurred it a little bit, but... Excuse me? And I think I'm going to still put the song that I wanted to use over it. More under. But that'll be a surprise for you guys. We won't play that on the stream. All right, what do you think? You want captions? Gotta have captions, but we also gotta start getting videos to use. Or maybe we'll just use pictures, guys. Thoughts on just pictures? What did I say? What was number 3? Number 3 was the Icy Hot Ball. This is from 2008. There's a video titled Joe Flacco's Unbelievable Play versus the Steelers. I almost think pictures would be better.
Icy hot bowl, I love it.
All right, we'll open it up for questions here. Media.
Oldest quarter.
Yeah, maybe I'm thinking pictures would be better. We haven't done pictures in a while. Thoughts, guys? Pictures? Is that craziness? Just straight craziness? I'm thinking pictures with like funny stickers and stuff with captions. That way it's less going on. I don't know, guys. This is a in depth. This is complicated, guys. Which is good. Which is good. There's a lot going on here. A lot going on here at Former Squad HQ. That's not it. That's not it. We'll figure it out, guys. Don't worry, we're not done yet.
On Thursday, we got the Icy Hot Bowl with the ageless wonder, Joe Flacco. On Thursday, we got the Icy Hot Bowl with the ageless wonder, Joe Flacco. Up against his familiar rivals, the Pittsburgh Steelers. On Thursday, we got the Icy Hot Bowl with the ageless wonder, Joe Flacco, up against his familiar rivals, the Pittsburgh Steelers, led by fellow 40-something Aaron Rodgers.
I'm liking it so far. Thoughts, guys? Getting there, guys. All right, how's our dopamine levels today, though? Are they lagging? Do we have severe dopamine lag right now? It's taken a while 'cause it's a little different from what we've been doing, but that's fine. Excuse me. Not much dopamine. Well, that's why we're going to try to add the dopamine. How can we add the dopamine? Lena says not much dopamine. I don't want you to lie, so that's good. Lame. Lame. It's fine.
On Thursday, we got
Well, let's get some hype countdown. Game day. Sports highlights.
on Thursday. We got the icy hot.
I was thinking about using new person, same old mistakes in the background. Because it's kind of relevant to former squad. Burr. Yeah, like I said, yeah, we're doing something different today. And if we get the music and the voice right, it's going to be really good. That's what I think. I'm sorry, once we get the music and the voice right. And the clippage. A lot of stuff going on today, guys. We'll get there. We'll get there. We're getting there, guys. Don't worry. I'm not worried. It's just this is a lot going on right now to fix and all that stuff.
On Thursday, we got the Icy Hot Bowl with the ageless wonder, Joe. On Thursday, we got the On Thursday, we got the Icy Hot Bowl with the On Thursday, we got the Icy Hot Bowl with the ageless wonder, Joe Flacco. On Thursday, we got the Icy Hot Bowl with the ageless wonder, Joe Flacco, up against his. On Thursday, we got the Icy Hot Bowl with the ageless wonder, Joe Flacco, up against his familiar rivals, the Pittsburgh Steelers, led by fellow 40-something Aaron Rodgers. Then, Mike Vrabel
Maybe I have to cut out a little bit of that in between. This fine.
leads the Patriots into Tennessee, where he coached for 6 seasons. The Titans have fallen off a cliff since he left.
Yeah, well, this is just kind of placeholders for now, Elena. These are kind of placeholders for now. We'll probably put some video in there, maybe at the very beginning. But for now, they're kind of placeholders. A lot going on in this short here. A lot of effort going in. It's okay. It's good. You're just looking for your dopamine fix. You're just angry you're not getting your dopamine fix today, but hey, it's okay. It's not only about the dopamine. I'm just kidding. You know, it's just a joke. Joking about the dopamine.
On Thursday, we got the Icy Hot Bowl with the ageless wonder, Joe Flacco.
Well, let me get some captions in here. That's going to make it a lot better. Modern. Maybe concise. People do different style captions.
On Thursday, we got the Icy Hot Bowl with the ageless wonder, Joe Flacco, up. On Thursday, we got the Icy Hot Bowl with the ageless wonder, Joe Flacco, up against his familiar rivals, the Pittsburgh Steelers, led by fellow 40-something Aaron Rodgers.
A lot going on here. Whole bunch. I didn't mean angry. If I said angry, I was joking. I was joking. I was just saying I'm a little angry. Clear, maybe I'm a little testy from not getting my dopamine today. It's not just you, it's me too. Dopamine fiend. Zuh. I'm right there with you, Elena. I'm feeling the drag right now. But don't worry, we gotta cue it up somehow. Maybe we should. Do we start with a black screen?
On Thursday, we got the Icy Hot Bowl with the ageless wonder, Joe Flacco, up against his familiar rivals, the Pittsburgh Steelers, led by fellow 40-something Aaron Rodgers. Then, Mike Vrabel leads the Patriots into Tennessee, where he coached for 6
You liking
seasons.
any of these
The
colors?
Titans have fallen off a cliff since he left. And finally, Carson Wentz goes up against the Eagles in a chaotic matchup packed with history. If Wentz beats the Eagles, all hell will break loose in Philly. Former squad, where we got the memories in the bank.
That's staying in there. I don't care if that's staying in there. Also, I'm thinking we're getting. I know the videos haven't gotten a ton of views, but we've gotten some subscribers out of the last couple videos we released. I'm thinking that the logo helps with that. Call me crazy. All right, help me out. Pick one of these though. Do we need both of this text? Do we need all the text? Alright, I just gotta focus.
On Thursday, we got the Icy Hot Bowl with the ageless wonder, Joe Flacco, up against his familiar rival.
I don't think I have any filter on here.
On Thursday, we got the Icy Hot Bowl with the ageless wonder. On Thursday, we got the Icy Hot Bowl with the ageless wonder, Joe Flacco. On Thursday, we got the Icy Hot Bowl. On Thursday, we got the Icy Hot Bowl with the ageless wonder, Joe Flacco, up against his familiar rivals, the Pittsburgh Steelers, led by fellow 40-something Aaron Rodgers. Then, Mike Vrabel leads the Patriots into Tennessee, where he coached for 6 seasons. The Titans have fallen off a cliff since he left. And finally, Carson Wentz goes up against the Eagles in a chaotic matchup packed with history. If Wentz beats the Eagles, all hell will break loose in Philly. Former squad, where we got the memories in the bank. On Thursday.
I'm liking the auto tune. Call me crazy. Oh, Elena's hyped on the video right now.
On Thursday, we got the Icy Hot Bowl with the ageless wonder, Joe Flacco, up against his familiar rivals, the Pittsburgh Steelers, led by fellow 40-something Aaron Rodgers. Then, Mike Vrabel. On Thursday, we got the Icy Hot Bowl with the ageless wonder, Joe Flacco, up against his familiar rivals, the Pittsburgh Steelers, led by fellow 40-something Aaron Rodgers. Then, Mike Vrabel leads the Patriots into Tennessee, where he coached for 6 seasons. The Titans have fallen off a cliff since he left. And finally, Carson Wentz goes up against the Eagles in a On Thursday, we got the Icy Hot Bowl with the ageless wonder, Joe Flacco, up against his familiar rivals, the Pittsburgh Steelers, led by fellow 40-something Aaron Rodgers. Then, Mike Vrabel leads the Patriots into Tennessee, where he coached.
Maybe we lower all that on the screen. I don't know. You say we need video, Elena? All right.
For 6 seasons. The Titans have
Are you
fallen
okay with the auto tune?
off a cliff since he
I
left.
like it.
And
So,
finally,
staying in there.
Carson Wentz goes up against the Eagles in a chaotic matchup packed with history. If Wentz beats the Eagles, all hell will break loose in Philly. Former squad, where we got the memories in the bank.
Let's throw up some stickers. Just so we have a reminder, I want some stickers. Memories. Memory bank. What am I talking about? We got our logo to throw in there. Maybe we make the background like a black background with our logo. I don't know. They might be reviving our Michael Irvin short. We'll see. Darryl Green got a little mini revive yesterday. Somebody just commented on our Michael Irvin short. Thanks for all the comments, guys. Comments. Up to 289 subscribers. We'll be smashing through 300 here any day now. All right. Excuse me.
Playing a couple of seasons, runner-up for the national title to Appalachia. Long time to keep it alive. And complete! Nothing coming with him. Picking up blockers. Can he find something on the opposite?
It's just I don't know what video to use, Elena. Like I said, it's kind of hard. It's hard to. It's hard. Whatever. I'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. But all right, we're gonna use this one. It's one of them.
Okay, let's rewind. A freak hailstorm hit.
All right, I think what we're going to do for the first, for Aaron Rodgers to Joe Flacco, we're going to show Joe Flacco making a play back in the day for the Ravens against the Steelers. Then we're going to show Aaron Rodgers this year making plays because he's still really good. In my opinion. So we're going to get there. I know this is dragging today. It's because we got a lot of stuff going on. Not dragging, but it's taking a while. So just remember, we need to make it like 25 or something. 25% scale is what we do. And then I'm thinking we put it like right at the bottom of the screen here. Because this is like, if we put it at the bottom of the screen here, it's just going to not be anybody's way. It'll be behind it. And it will be near like the subscribe button kind of. Because the subscribe button is kind of like right here almost. You know? Thoughts on that placement? 25% all the way down. Are we liking that placement? Or do we want it? Oh, shoot. Or do we like it all the way over on the side? In the corner there? Or is that too small? Should we do 33? No, 25 is best. Maybe 25 in that lower corner right there. And just keep it at that size. Or in the middle. What do you think? We'll leave it there for now. I'm between there and middle. Yeah, I kind of like center too, just because that way there's the subscribe button is like right there. And it almost looks like it's like a home button, you know? Still probably going to refine the logo a little bit. Maybe want to have some more repeating angles in it and stuff. But
On Thursday, we got the Icy Hot Bowl with the ageless wonder, Joe Flacco, up against his familiar. On Thursday, we got the Icy Hot Bowl with the ageless wonder, Joe Flacco, up against his familiar rivals, the Pittsburgh Steelers, led by. On Thursday, we got the Icy Hot Bowl with the ageless wonder, Joe Flacco, up against his familiar rivals, the Pittsburgh Steelers, led by fellow 40.
all right, we're getting there, guys. Believe it or not. We are getting there.
On Thursday, we got the Icy Hot Bowl with the ageless wonder, Joe Flacco, up against his familiar rivals, the Pittsburgh Steelers, led by.
That's not gonna work, guys. That one won't work.
On Thursday,
It's just. How's that one?
On Thursday, we got the Icy Hot Bowl with the ageless wonder, Joe Flacco, up against his familiar rivals, the Pittsburgh Steelers, led by fellow 40-something Aaron Rodgers. Then,
Not that one. Not that one.
on Thursday, we got the Icy Hot Bowl with the ageless wonder, Joe Flacco, up against his familiar rivals, the Pittsburgh Steelers, led by fellow 40-something Aaron Rodgers.
This is much
Then,
chiller. Much
Mike
better.
Vrabel leads the Patriots into Tennessee, where he coached for 6 seasons. The time
No, I didn't want those all as.
on Thursday, we got the Icy Hot Bowl with the ageless. On Thursday, we got the Icy Hot Bowl with the ageless wonder, Joe Flacco, up against his familiar rivals, the Pittsburgh Steelers, led by fellow 40-something Aaron Rodgers. Then, Mike Vrabel leads the Patriots into Tennessee, where he coached for 6 seasons. The Titans have fallen off a cliff since he left. And finally, Carson Wentz goes up against the Eagles in a chaotic
Sounds pretty good, no?
matchup packed with history. If Wentz beats the Eagles, all hell will break loose in Philly. Former squad, where we got the memories in the bank.
Decent.
On Thursday, we got the Icy Hot Bowl with the ageless wonder, Joe Flacco, up against his familiar
Thoughts, Elena?
rivals, the Pittsburgh Steelers, led by fellow 40-something Aaron Rodgers. Then, Mike Vrabel leads the Patriots into Tennessee, where he coached for 6 seasons. The Titans have fallen off a cliff since he left. And finally, Carson Wentz goes up against the Eagles in a chaotic matchup packed with history. If Wentz beats the Eagles, all hell will break loose in Philly. Former squad, where we got the memories in the bank.
Decent? I think it's decent. You like that one, don't you? Sounds great. Very much fits the sports. We'll save that one. Sports highlights by Drew. Perfect. I mean, we could try out other ones, but. I think that one's the best. It's got the 808s and everything.
On Thursday, we got the Icy Hot Bowl. On Thursday, we got the Icy Hot Bowl with the ageless wonder, Joe Flacco, up against his familiar rivals, the Pittsburgh Steelers, led by fellow 40-something Aaron Rodgers. Then, Mike Vrabel leads the Patriots into Tennessee, where he coached for 6 seasons.
Uh-oh. guys, our playmaker short's back to life. Back from the dead. It's got 35 views in the last 25 minutes. We'll take it. Cracked 1,000. There we go. Thank you, guys.
On Thursday, we got
All right. Okay.
on Thursday, we got the Icy Hot Bowl. The ageless wonder, Joe Flacco, up against his familiar rivals, the Pittsburgh Steelers, led by fellow 40-something Aaron Rodgers.
Should this be a short? I guess it should be. It should be. We just gotta package it right, guys.
On Thursday, we got the Icy Hot Bowl with the ageless wonder, Joe Flacco, up against his familiar rivals, the Pittsburgh Steelers, led by fellow 40-something Aaron Rodgers. Then, Mike Vrabel leads the Patriots into Tennessee, where he
I'll
coached
just
for
cut
6
those a
seasons.
little bit.
On Thursday, we got the Icy Hot Bowl with the ageless wonder, Joe Flacco, up against his familiar rivals, the Pittsburgh Steelers, led by fellow 40-something. Led by fellow 40-something Aaron Rodgers. On Thursday, we got the Icy Hot Bowl with the ageless wonder, Joe Flacco, up against his familiar rivals, the Pittsburgh Steelers, led by fellow 40-something Aaron Rodgers. Then, Mike Vrabel.
Aww. Very cute, Elena.
On Thursday, we got the Icy Hot Bowl with the ageless wonder, Joe Flacco, up against his familiar rivals, the Pittsburgh Steelers, led by fellow 40-something Aaron Rodgers. Then, Mike Vrabel leads the Patriots into Tennessee, where he coached for 6 seasons. The Titans have fallen off a cliff since he left. And finally, Carson Wentz goes up against the Eagles in a chaotic matchup packed with history. If Wentz beats the Eagles, all hell will break loose in Philly.
Getting there, guys. Getting there. Mike Vrabel was a player on the Patriots as well. So maybe we'll put his highlights from as a player. I'm thinking we show his highlights as a player.
On Thursday, we got the Icy Hot Bowl with the ageless wonder, Joe Flacco. On Thursday, we got the Icy Hot Bowl with the ageless wonder, Joe Flacco, up against his familiar rivals, the Pittsburgh Steelers, led by fellow 40-something Aaron Rodgers. Then, Mike Vrabel leads the Patriots into Tennessee, where he coached for 6 seasons. The Titans have fallen.
That should be good enough.
On Thursday, we got the Icy Hot Bowl with the ageless wonder, Joe Flacco, up against his familiar rivals, the Pittsburgh Steelers, led by fellow 40-something Aaron Rodgers. Then, Mike Vrabel leads the Patriots in
Thoughts on any thoughts on the clippage so far, guys? Thoughts on formatting? We've got a lot going on.
On Thursday, we got the Icy Hot Bowl with the ageless wonder, Joe Flacco, up against his familiar rivals, the Pittsburgh Steelers, led by fellow 40-something Aaron Rodgers. Then,
And this is we're putting in a lot of work today, but this is gonna be a repeatable. All right, well, I'm gonna play it for you. I'm gonna take a quick break. This is putting a lot of work in today, but this will be way more repeatable in the future. Do you like the text in the middle of the screen? Do you like the clippage we got? Are you thinking black screen or just maybe we'll do the blurred background with it little on the screen? What do you think? I'll play it for you. I'll do a straight up cap cut play. All right, this will be it. I just can't see. Let's go to. No. No. All right, I'll play it for you here. I'll be right back.
Mike Vrabel. On Thursday, we got the Icy Hot Bowl with the ageless wonder, Joe Flacco, up against his familiar rivals, the Pittsburgh Steelers, led by fellow 40-something Aaron Rodgers. Then, Mike Vrabel leads the Patriots into Tennessee, where he coached for 6 seasons. The Titans have fallen off a cliff since he left. And finally, Carson Wentz goes up against the Eagles in a chaotic matchup packed with history. If Wentz beats the Eagles, all hell will break loose in Philly. Former squad, where we got the memories in the bank.
Thoughts? You do, Lena? Really? Thanks. You don't have to lie. It's okay. I like it too, though, actually. It's actually better than I thought it was going to be. And we'll get better at this format. This is totally our own, you know?
On Thursday, we got the Icy Hot Bowl with the ageless wonder, Joe Flacco, up against his familiar rivals, the Pittsburgh Steelers.
I agree.
Led by fellow 40-something Aaron
So we'll
Rodgers.
figure it out.
Then, Mike Vrabel leads the Patriots.
Do you like it better if it's... Do you like the font for the text? I kind of do. How about black on white?
On Thursday, we got the Icy Hot Bowl with the ageless wonder, Joe Flacco.
White on black, I'm sorry.
Up against his familiar rivals, the Pittsburgh Steelers, led by fellow 40-something Aaron Rodgers. On Thursday, we got the Icy Hot Bowl with the ageless wonder, Joe Flacco, up against his familiar rivals, the Pittsburgh Steelers, led by fellow 40-something Aaron Rodgers. Then, Mike Vrabel leads the Patriots into Tennessee, where he coached for 6 seasons.
I better be in Tennessee. That game better be in Tennessee. Okay, it's in Tennessee. Good.
The Titans have fallen off a cliff since he left. And finally, Carson Wentz goes up against the Eagles in a chaotic matchup packed with history. If Wentz beats the Eagles, all hell will break loose in Philly. Former squad, where we got the memories in the bank.
Cash. Cash. ITB, another ITB in the barn, in the bag, in the bank. ITB. Actually, I like black text on yellow, but not the list. You don't like the yellow with red for the list, but you like the black with yellow for the text? You pulling a change up on me? Oh, we can change that. It's not a hard thing to change.
On Thursday, we got the Icy Hot.
Maybe we'll leave it for the former NFL Week 7 former squad matchups, but change the other ones to what? Just white? It's got to be the same, I think. You can't have 3 different ones. Well, let's see what it looks like.
On Thursday, we got the Icy Hot Bowl with the ageless wonder,
It kind of now
Joe Flacco, up against his familiar rivals, the Pittsburgh Steelers, led by fellow 40-something Aaron Rodgers.
it kind of looks good with the if it's the green field. I kind of think that yellow looks
Something Aaron
decent on
Rodgers.
it now. You don't like it, Elena? I kind of like it. I think it looks good over the green, believe it or not. Am I crazy? Like, that kind of pops on the top of the screen. Does it not? What pops anywhere near close to that? No. Maybe. No. 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 We could do something else, but I think it looks the best. Other than like white. Call me crazy. I think it looks the best. You can call me crazy. You see the vision now? Thank you for sticking it through, Elena. 2 hours 45. Let's go. That's dedication. Sticking. You say you were like, you probably had no. I didn't even. You saw the vision. I didn't see the vision. But you see, it almost pops. It actually pops pretty good, believe it or not, in my opinion. Call me crazy. I think it pops really good.
On Thursday, we got the Icy Hot Bowl with the ageless wonder, Joe Flacco, up against his familiar rivals, the Pittsburgh Steelers, led by fellow 40-something Aaron Rodgers. Then, Mike Vrabel leads the Patriots into
There's got to be a lock all button, but I don't know it.
On Thursday, we got the Icy Hot Bowl with the ageless wonder, Joe Flacco, up against his familiar rivals, the Pittsburgh Steelers, led by fellow 40-something Aaron Rodgers. Then, Mike Vrabel leads On Thursday, we got the Icy Hot Bowl with the ageless wonder, Joe Flacco, up against his familiar On Thursday, we got the Icy Hot Bowl with the ageless wonder, Joe Flacco, up against his familiar rivals, the Pittsburgh Steelers, led by fellow 40-something Aaron Rodgers.
See what I'm trying to do here, guys? Trying to get these about the same size in the similar place.
On Thursday, we got the Icy Hot Bowl with the ageless wonder, Joe Flacco, up against his familiar rivals, the Pittsburgh Steelers, led by fellow 40-something Aaron Rodgers. Then, Mike Vrabel leads the Patriots into Tennessee, where he coached for 6 seasons. The Titans have fallen off. Vrabel leads the Patriots into Tennessee, where On Thursday, we got the Icy Hot Bowl with the ageless wonder, Joe Flacco, up against his familiar rivals, the Pittsburgh Steelers, led by fellow 40-something Aaron Rodgers. Then, Mike Vrabel leads the Patriots into Tennessee, where he coached for 6 seasons.
What are we thinking, guys?
On Thursday, we got the Icy Hot Bowl with the ageless wonder. On Thursday, we got the Icy Hot Bowl with the ageless wonder, Joe Flacco, up against his familiar rival. On Thursday, we got the Icy Hot Bowl with the ageless wonder, Joe Flacco, up against his familiar rivals, the Pittsburgh Steelers, led by fellow 40-something Aaron Rodgers. Then, Mike Vrabel leads the Patriots into Tennessee, where he coached for 6 seasons. The Titans have fallen off a cliff since he left. And finally, have fallen off a cliff since he left. And finally, Carson Wentz goes up against the Eagles.
Okay, I will do that. All right, I'm just adding the last couple. We got one more clips. We're almost there. We'll preview it. All right, I'll preview it. What do you mean preview it without Zoom? I took out the background because I'm gonna put it back in there when.
On Thursday, we got the Icy Hot Bowl with the ageless wonder, Joe Flacco, up against his familiar rivals, the Pittsburgh
We'll
Steelers,
change these emojis.
led by fellow 40-something Aaron Rodgers. Then, Mike Vrabel leads the Patriots into Tennessee, where he coached for 6 seasons. The Titans have fallen off a cliff since he left. And finally, Carson Wentz goes up against the Eagles in a chaotic matchup packed with history. If Wentz beats the Eagles, all hell will break loose in Philly. Former squad, where we got the memories in the bank.
Let's go. We're getting there, guys. We're getting there, believe it or not. We are climbing. guys. We're getting there. Let's see how it looks now.
On Thursday, we got the Icy Hot Bowl with the ageless wonder, Joe Flacco, up against his familiar rivals, the Pittsburgh Steelers, led by fellow 40-something Aaron Rodgers. Then, Mike Vrabel leads the Patriots into Tennessee, where he coached for 6 seasons. The Titans have fallen off a cliff since he left. And finally, Carson Wentz goes up against the Eagles in a chaotic matchup packed with history. If Wentz And finally, Carson Wentz goes up against the Eagles in a
Believe it or not, we're almost there, guys. I know you don't believe it. I know you don't. No, I'm kidding. I'm playing. You definitely do. You can see it. You can see it almost being done.
On Thursday, we got the Icy Hot Bowl with the ageless wonder, Joe Flacco, up against his familiar rivals, the Pittsburgh Steelers, led by fellow 40-something Aaron Rodgers. Then, Mike Vrabel leads the Patriots into Tennessee, where he coached for 6 seasons. The Titans have fallen off a cliff since he left. And finally, Carson Wentz goes up against the Eagles in a chaotic matchup packed with history. If Wentz beats
I just gotta come up with a good clippage for this last one.
On Thursday, we got the Icy Hot Bowl with the ageless wonder, Joe Flacco, up against his familiar rivals, the Pittsburgh Steelers, led by fellow 40-something Aaron Rodgers. Then, Mike Vrabel leads the Patriots into Tennessee, where he coached for 6 seasons. The Titans have fallen off a cliff since he left. And finally, Carson Wentz goes up against the Eagles in a chaotic.
Well, good news is we can just put this emoji here for the Icy Hot Bowl. And we can put this emoji here for Carson versus Philly. Alright, I think we got it, guys. Got our last clippage. This is from a couple years ago. It's Jalen Hurts and A.J. Brown having a sideline discussion, and
If Wentz beats the Eagles, all hell will break loose in Philly.
I mean, Okay. Alright, I'll preview this for a second here for you guys. In a second here for you guys. We're gonna call it around 1 o'clock, maybe post around 1.
On Thursday, we got the Icy Hot Bowl with the ageless wonder, Joe Flacco, up against his familiar rivals, the Pittsburgh Steelers, led by fellow 40-something Aaron Rodgers. Then, Mike Vrabel leads the Patriots into Tennessee, where he coached for 6 years. Then, Mike Vrabel leads the Patriots into Tennessee, where he coached for 6 seasons. The Titans have fallen off a cliff since he left. And finally, Carson. On Thursday, we got the Icy Hot Bowl with the ageless wonder, Joe Flacco, up against his familiar rivals, the Pittsburgh Steelers, led by fellow 40-something Aaron Rodgers. Then, Mike Vrabel leads the Patriots into Tennessee, where he coached for 6 seasons. The Titans have fallen off a cliff since he left. And finally, Carson Wentz goes up against the Eagles.
Gotta change those other 2 emojis. We'll do a skull. And maybe an explosion. / collision.
On Thursday, we got the Icy Hot Bowl with the ageless wonder, Joe Flacco, up against his familiar rivals, the Pittsburgh Steelers, led by fellow 40-something Aaron Rodgers. Then, Mike Vrabel leads the Patriots into Tennessee, where he coached for 6 seasons. The Titans have fallen off a cliff since he left. And finally, Carson Wentz goes up against the Eagles in a chaotic matchup packed with history. If Wentz beats the Eagles, all hell will break loose in Philly. Former squad, where we got the memories in the bank.
Send it here, guys. Thoughts, comments, concerns? I would rather send it now, midday, than wait and keep working on it and send it later, you know? Or they make it clear we don't. Yeah, like we got 72 views in the last hour with the Playmaker. But that's like, looks like it's slowed up a little bit. I mean, it is on the. It is getting more views. Do we just hold off till tomorrow to post this one? Thoughts? Because we could hold off to post this till tomorrow. Any ideas, guys?
On Thursday, we got the Icy Hot Bowl with the ageless wonder, Joe Flacco, up against his familiar rivals, the Pittsburgh Steelers, led by fellow 40-something Aaron Rodgers. Then, Mike Vrabel leads the Patriots into Tennessee, where he coached for 6 seasons. The Titans have fallen off a cliff since he left. And finally, Carson Wentz goes up against the Eagles in a chaotic matchup packed with history. If Wentz beats the Eagles, all hell will break loose in Philly. Former squad, where we got the memories in the bank.
All right, guys. I guess it's time we call this stream here. Pretty late in the day for us to be on, but hey. It's good. It's good. Alright guys, I'm going to mess around with this a little bit off stream. Hope everybody has a great rest of your day. We'll figure out what we're doing here.
On Thursday, we got the Icy Hot
We're going to watch it one more time.
Bowl with the ageless wonder, Joe Flacco, up against his familiar rivals, the Pittsburgh Steelers, led by fellow 40-something Aaron Rodgers. Then, Mike Vrabel leads the Patriots into Tennessee, where he coached for 6 seasons. The Titans have fallen off a cliff since he left. And finally, Carson Wentz goes
I know, there has to be a line feature. You would think. You would think. All right, Elena, you got any? Should I just post this today or what? Hold off till tomorrow? That's what I was asking. Post today or hold off till tomorrow? I think I gotta hold off till tomorrow, or at least hold off for now. It's like the playmaker is up to, or we're up to 70 views in the last hour, and that was up from 45 the previous hour. Yeah, I'll just hold off till tomorrow. I mean, there's a chance that one of those two can pick up again, either Daryl Green or Michael Irvin. Yeah, we'll post this tomorrow morning. And then we can work on something else tomorrow. Well, the good news is I think this format, the way we have it, is a lot better than the last list we did. If anything, we improved our list format big time today. There's a lot going on in this, and it took a while to get done. But thanks for sticking it through, Elena. Thanks for tuning in, guys. We've got 4 or 5 days to get 11 more subscribers and more. So that is going to happen. So I hope everybody has a great rest of your day. I'm going to hold off on posting this for now. Yeah. At least for another hour. We'll see how the next hour looks, but I have a feeling that our playmaker short might take off. One of our shorts in rotation. Yeah, it looks like it's coming back to life. So it'd be dumb to post right now. Plus, it has barely even been 2 days since the Daryl Green short came out. It's been about 48 hours. Maybe a little over. And that one's still getting views. I mean, that one's getting it's still getting some views. So, alright guys, I hope everybody has a great day. We'll post this in the morning tomorrow. And yeah, now we have a format we're going to go to maybe Wednesdays during the football season. Former squad matchups we're looking forward to. So yeah. Alright guys, have a great rest of your day. I will see you guys tomorrow, and we'll build another video then. Peace.